What is up, everybody? Hope you're doing well out there. Today I want to talk about HOKA ONE ONE, right? One of my favorite brands, definitely my favorite running shoes. So I specifically want to talk about two different running shoes. The first one is the Bondi 6 and the second one is the Clifton 6, right? Two HOKA ONE ONE shoes, max cushion shoes. I run a lot in both. I love both. And so in today's video, I want to first tell you about each shoe, why I have both, why I wear both, run in both on a regular basis, on a daily basis even. I also want to talk to you about why you don't need to buy the Clifton or the Bondi 7, right? HOKA just released a new pair. So this is the Clifton line and this is the Bondi line, right? And every year they launch a new version, right? This is the version from 2019, right? So the sixth version. And this year for 2020, they came up with the 7th version. And I tried on both, right? I read lots of reviews, watched lots of reviews, and I'm convinced that you don't need to buy the 7. So I want to talk about that as well. And the benefits the shoe got me, in terms of running and for what use cases to use what. And in the end, right, since this is a fashion channel after all, I want to talk about how you can wear those in your daily outfits. Because I know lots of people these days rock HOKAs in their regular daily fits, right? HOKA slowly moving into the fashion scene with collaborations with engineered garments and whatnot. I've never worn those with regular clothes, but it could be a cool challenge, I guess. So yeah, let's jump right in. So maybe let's start with the Clifton 6. This is definitely by far my favorite shoe, probably of all time when it comes to running, right? This is my second pair that I have from the Clifton line. So this is the Clifton 6 as well, right? It's the same shoe, but I've run 900K in them. And as you can see, they hold up pretty well, but it was time to get a new one. I decided to go with the all black and I've run 100K in those so far. And this was actually my first HOKA shoe that I bought, right? I used to be a big Nike head. Then I tried on this one and there's no way that I can move to another brand after this. This is an insane shoe. So first of all, HOKA ONE ONE is obviously known for the max cushioning, right? They're basically different philosophies in running, right? You have max cushioning, which really absorbs shocks and sort of protects you more. And then the other extreme would be minimalist shoes, right? Where you basically have to build your muscles in your legs. So those are basically the two schools of thought and two options and everything in between, obviously, that you can choose. And I decided to go with the max cushioning version because first of all, I am rather tall and heavier runner, right? Compared to other runners, I have to carry more weight with me, right? So my joint, there's heavy pounding on my joints and my bones and whatnot, and muscles as well. So I decided to go for a max cushioning shoe. Reason number one. Reason number two is I can increase my weekly mileage while limiting the pounding on my body. So basically this shoe allows me to run more, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, maybe next let's talk about for what kind of runs I use this shoe. I use this shoe for my long runs these days, right? Because this is obviously a max cushioning shoe, but it's still a relatively fast shoe, I would say, right? It's not as fast obviously as the Carbon X from HOKA or the Vaporfly X% from Nike, but it's a relatively light shoe and it feels kind of fast-ish. I've decided to use this for my long run shoe. So basically now, these days I run in this shoe once a week, sometimes twice a week. But before that, with the old version, with this one, I ran in this 4 times a week probably. And it was really, really amazing. But now, since I got the Bondi, I decided to use this only for the long runs. And yeah, to me, it's the perfect shoe. Ultra high stack, obviously, max cushioning. The upper is pretty elastic and forgiving, but still gives you lots of protection. Heel lockdown works really well. This is the perfect shoe. I don't know what, there's nothing that I would change. And that brings me to my point, right, why you don't need to buy the Clifton 7. It's because it's basically the same shoe. Obviously, they have to improve on their designs and whatnot. But if you look closely, just a couple of overlays and stuff are new, but the upper is the same and obviously the sole is the same as well. So you could probably save a couple of bucks and buy those on sale instead of buying the Clifton 7. Now let's talk about the Bondi. Basically, it's the same story here as with the Clifton 6, right? There's no reason to buy the Bondi 7 because it's essentially the same shoe. Upper is pretty similar, slight changes, and the sole is the same. So I would probably save the money and buy the 6th version. I just got this recently, like 3 weeks ago probably, and I was kind of concerned, like, because the stack height is ultra high. Like, this is, do you remember the weird Buffalo shoes from like the 90s or whatever? Like, that's what they feel like. Not that I wore those, I don't know what they feel like, but yeah, anyway, I was kind of concerned because they're so highly stacked, but then I got those and honestly, it feels like a spa treatment when you run. It's insane. So I use those for my easy days, right? So I run 6 times a week and I have like basically 3 workouts, right? 1 long run, speed workouts, and like an interval session. And in between I have 3 recovery runs, right? So every other day I do a recovery run, and this is the shoe that I do my recovery runs in. Probably logged like 100K, 150K in them, I don't know. And they are basically designed to log a lot of miles, right? So you can run longer, more miles, more weekly mileage, etc. Now, this is not a fast shoe, right? You're not gonna like run a marathon in this, or any other race for that matter, but it's the perfect recovery shoe in my opinion. And I actually bought the Nike React Infinity, right, for that purpose, because I wanted to have like a soft shoe that will hold up forever and like get me those like bar miles, right, for my recovery runs. And I bought them, but I couldn't fit my insoles in, right? So those are my insoles that I use, and I could fit them in, but then the shoe didn't really fit me anymore. So I had to return them, and I bought these, and I'm super happy because they have like a wider toe box, right? Which is important in general, in my opinion. Like Nikes usually have, even though I have a narrow foot, right? But Nikes are so narrow in the toe box, which usually like makes your toes like cramped together, that your foot deforms and whatnot. So I really enjoy the width of the Hokas, and they also have different variations, right? If you check like the HOKA ONE ONE website, they have like a wide shoe and a regular fit and whatnot. So pretty cool, designed for runners, and I'm ultra happy to have started running in Hokas, right? This is the 3rd pair that I've bought. And honestly, I'm convinced, right? I'm gonna buy a new trail shoe, probably the Speed Goat or whatever. As I said, I run 3 times a week in this. This is my recovery run shoe. If you are looking for a recovery run shoe, I can highly recommend the Bondi 6, right? No reason to buy the Bondi 7. Great colorways as well. There's the all black version, which I probably prefer, but I thought since I already have this one in all black, it's kind of weird, so I thought I'd buy this and maybe like dye it myself. I'm not sure if I will do that. I mean, you've probably seen how I dyed my Salomon hydration vest. It's kind of a fun experiment. But yeah, not sure yet if I will rock them like that or if I will dye them. Let me know your thoughts. Should I dye them? Maybe like a gray or reddish, I don't know. Conclusion for running: if you're looking to buy a new shoe that is max cushioning and you're only gonna buy one, I would probably go with the Clifton 6, right? This is probably the best shoe I've ever run in. If you're looking for a super soft recovery shoe, I can highly recommend the Bondi 7, and I'm really happy to have both. I've run in several Nikes, right? And after like 400K, kind of, yeah, I don't know, kind of feel uncomfortable to wear them. But this shoe, I've worn like double the amount, right? Like 900K. You really get a lot of bang per mile, if that makes any sense. I mean, they cost as much as a Nike shoe, right? But they hold up like double the mileage for me at least. So I'll let you decide. Now let's move on to the fashion side of things, right? I know that a lot of you like to wear like Hokas in the free time, like for their probably like even technical outfits, I'm not sure. But since like there are lots of collaborations now with Hoka, like I can see the attraction. They obviously look kind of like dad shoes, or at least like in that direction, which has never been my thing. But I've seen some cool fits with Hokas. So my goal now is to come up with 2 outfits and somehow incorporate those and see how it goes. I'll probably go with some wider pants. I know lots of you hate me for my skinny jeans, and this would definitely look ridiculous with a shoe like this. So yeah, let's do it. So this is the first outfit that I came up with for the Bondi 6. I've chosen to go with the Nike ACG cargo pants, right, because they have like a wider flowy fit and the shoe is quite massive, so I thought that would fit better. And then I have the North Face Kazuki Koraishi hoodie, this awesome fleece black tapwear hoodie, and then Satisfy Running hat, and obviously my signature Skinosh credit card holder, which kind of matches the white of the shoes, right? What do you think? Is that a fit that you would wear outside? It feels quite comfortable, to be honest. And I've kind of gotten used to the stack height of the shoe. Right in the beginning, it feels like you could fall off to the side. But after a while, I think it really works and you kind of get used to it. And yeah, look is cool, I think. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments, please. And on to move number 2. Right, and this is the second outfit with the HOKA ONE ONE Clifton 6. Now obviously these shoes are a bit dirty, right? Please ignore that. But since the shoes are not as massive as the Bondis, it would be acceptable for me to rock like a bit more slimmer pants, right? Those are the Nike Tech cargo pants. They're a bit slimmer than the other ones, still technical fabric. I think it suits quite well. And then just a regular plain old gray t-shirt, and then the Stone Island Shadow Project overshirt, right, the long overshirt, and then again Satisfy Running hat, which you probably can't see. But yeah, this is the outfit. I think it's quite cool, very casual, right? Feels very sporty and very comfortable as well. And to be honest, I never thought about like actually wearing Hokas in my free time, like casually, right? They're only like solely sport shoes for me. But now that I'm wearing them like this and it feels really comfortable and I think it looks okay, I might actually get a second pair, or a fourth pair rather, and maybe rock them casually, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, please. Like, would you consider wearing Hokas in your fits other than sports? Or do you think the look is ridiculous, the soles are just too stacked? For sports, they're definitely cool, I think, but I'm getting kind of convinced here, to be honest. Right guys, so conclusion, I absolutely love both models, the Clifton as well as the Bondi, right? For running, Clifton 6 is probably the best shoe I've ever run in. I'll probably get a third pair and like store it away. Who knows how good the future iterations are, and this is the perfect shoe for me, right? So I'll probably keep one on ice so I can run in like a couple of years. For like semi-fast days or like long runs, Clifton is the perfect shoe in my opinion. And for like those recovery days, the Bondi is an awesome alternative as well. If you haven't ever run in Hokas, I encourage you to try it. It's really hard to move away from them once you've run in them. Like, I'm super excited. And in terms of fashion, yes, I'll let you be the judge. What do you think about the outfits that I picked? I know like some of you really put together great outfits with Hokas. Not sure if my outfits were that good. I don't think so. But yeah, I use those shoes for running. Love them for running. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, right? This is kind of a different video, more of a running shoe review kind of thing, but I still try to move like into the fashion world, I guess. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please smash that like button down below. Really helps out the channel as well. And subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss future videos, right? New videos every Sunday, definitely, and sometimes Wednesdays as well. So yes, my voice is cracking, and I'll see you next week. Cheers. I'm on my way, I'm on my way, I'm on my way, I'm on my way.